Alrighty, here we go. We're gonna run through this one really quick. Start draft.
I'm gonna assume it's gonna be your same mock since we started doing
No.
these.
I've actually changed up my mocks quite a few times, you asshole. The joke's on fucking you. Alright, we're starting this mock. Let's get it. As this fucking loads. Do you want to start a test, Jackson?
Yeah.
Well, it's never taken this long to load. Okay. First pick is going to be Scoot Henderson. Second pick, we both agreed Scoot. I think it's all smoke screens. You?
Yeah.
Third pick, Brandon Miller. You agree with that?
It should be Almond, but yeah, I mean, it's fine. 100%.
I got him then going fourth.
Yeah.
I got Asar going fifth.
Do you really?
Yeah, Asar has climbed up the board and plucked.
Wow. Why do the Pistons want him though?
Defense, they got a bunch of scores. Now this is where it becomes tough, and I'm thinking Cam Whitmore to the Orlando Magic. They're still young, gives them room to grow. 7, Taylor fucking Hendricks. They see his ceiling, what Jonathan Isaac was becoming. Luke just woke up. He just texted me. So he's hopping on.
I like Cam Whitmore so much to Detroit. I think it is so perfect. He would be so good off ball with
Really?
Jaden and Kate. Oh yeah. He doesn't even need that dribble in Detroit.
So this is 9 now because we had 8th Anthony Black, 9 to the Jazz. Jarris Walker.
I don't want we in here. I want this you. I don't want to be accountable for this mock.
Okay. At 10, Bilal Coulibaly.
Wow. Oh my. There it is.
You really think this is the pick?
No.
No, because it
No.
isn't. It isn't. We go back.
We have a trade.
We have Jalen Hood Schifino.
11?
No, to 10.
You have Jalen Hood Schifino at 10.
Yep. He's flown up the board. He's
What the
flown up the board. At 11.
In Dallas?
Grady Dick.
No.
Grady Dick at 11.
It's fine.
At 12. At 12, buddy. Who do you think goes here?
I can't see the screen because it's so blurry, so I don't know who's on the board or who you've taken.
Is it blurry?
Oh yeah. Kobe.
Kobe Buffkin.
Wow.
Okay.
Now who's Toronto want?
Toronto. You're wondering who they want?
Yeah.
Hassan Wallace. They need a point guard. A guy who's a really good spot-up shooter, standstill shooter from 3, and plays defense.
Word.
So right now, if people needed an update on how the draft has played out so far, Victor Wembanyama, Scoot Henderson, Brandon Miller, Amen Thompson, Asar Thompson, Cam Whitmore, Taylor Hendricks, Anthony Black,
And?
Jarris Walker, Jalen Hood Schifino, Grady Dick, Kobe Buffkin, and
Luke has joined at the perfect time. We have a trade on the board, Luke. Breaking news, there has been a trade. The Houston Rockets have traded KJ Martin Jr. and the 20th pick for the drafting rights to Bilal Coulibaly at pick number 10 from Dallas.
But it's a lie, but
Yeah, okay, but wait, did you guys just make that hypothetical trade up?
Yeah.
Because who the fuck is actually taking that?
Well, in the hypothetical, the Rockets and Dallas.
Yeah, but why would Dallas do that?
Because they want assets named
So
KJ
they want
Martin.
so KJ Martin is an asset? All right,
Yeah.
man, I guess. They give up Bilal Coulibaly. That's the best asset of all of them right there.
Wow.
1 second, I gotta pin you fucks. Allow.
StreamYard.
Yeah,
StreamYard.
StreamYard.
You guys are cute.
Oh wait, no, it's this.
No, you're good, Jackson. You're good.
Look how
Me and Jackson are both kind of. Hold on, I'm trying to lean over so I can be close to Jackson. Wait, oh no, you can't see me.
We'll
It's no, Luke. It's your top. It's your left. It's your top.
Oh,
left.
so okay, it's my left. Okay, it's reversed. I forgot.
Okay. I actually have one screen.
Cyro, where am I? Where am I? Where am I gonna sit for the show?
You're there.
Where am I gonna go?
Move
Where am I gonna go? Where am I gonna go?
I already did it quickly. You guys are assholes. That's what you guys are. Okay.
Okay, hold on.
Let me stand for the rest of the show.
Me and Jackson are gonna be standing desk guys.
You guys are assholes.
All right, where are we at in the mock?
We are currently going through it.
If the Lakers on the clock soon, I'll take the Lakers pick.
You'll take the Lakers pick if they keep
Yeah.
it.
They better not take it. I just saw my
The
pick for the Lakers.
trade LeBron James.
I have my Lakers pick. I just read a mock, and I think he went in the second round of it. I was shocked.
Who?
The guy I'm taking at 17 went. He was in like early second round.
Okay, which guy are you taking at 17?
Well, you'll find out soon. You'll find out when we're on the clock.
Alrighty, here we go, guys. We were back at the mock draft. Sorry about the interruption. Just to get Luke updated, we went Victor Wembanyama 1, Scoot Henderson 2, Brandon Miller 3, Amen Thompson 4, Asar Thompson
And it
5,
wasn't we. This is
Cam
Cyro.
Whitmore 5.
These aren't my picks.
I mean, Cam Whitmore
Yeah,
6, Taylor Hendricks 7.
Cam Whitmore for 5.
Anthony,
It's
no, I went
definitely
Cam
Cyro
Whitmore
pick.
6 to the Magic, Asar Thompson 5 to the Pistons.
Oh, okay.
I got
Didn't hear
Taylor
that
Hendricks
part.
to the Pacers, Anthony Black to the Wizards, Jarris Walker to the Jazz, Jalen Hood-Schifino at 10 to the Dallas
claim that.
Mavericks, 11 Grady Dick, 12 Kobe Buffkin,
Where's Koulibaly?
13.
Oh shit! Wait, I didn't trade for Koulibaly. I just traded for.
So
Jalen
I'm
Hood-Schifino.
all for-
Never mind. Trade revoked. The Rockets don't
Trade
want it. I don't
revoked.
want- I don't want
Hell no.
Jalen Hood-Schifino at 10.
All right, so basically at 14, with the last pick,
Koulibaly's still on the board?
is still on the board, and he will be picked.
Well, you just took Bilal at 9, no?
No, I tricked you. I said Koulibaly.
That was a joke.
Yes, I said Koulibaly.
Koulibaly goes
going-
now then, Cyro.
I
Oh
have,
my goodness, you got me good.
So I had 10 Koulibaly going, but then I go psych Jalen Hood-Schifino because
that's
more and more
wild.
people are listing Jalen Hood-Schifino as a wing.
Could you imagine a starting lineup of Jalen Hood-Schifino with Kyrie and Luka? Uh-oh. There's some trouble in Dallas. What's going on in
defense?
Dallas?
Yeah, dude, that makes me nauseous just thinking about how terrible that lineup's going to be on defense.
Jalen Hood-Schifino and Jaden Hardy off the bench for...
Oh, you know what's even better?
Yeah, you got Kyrie.
JaVale McGee can protect the rim. We have breaking news from the Dallas Mavericks. Now that they've taken Jalen Hood-Schifino,
They signed JaVale McGee.
they've extended Christian Wood to play the 4, and they've also brought in Taiwan legend Dwight Howard to protect the rim next season. And they think he's going to bring a refreshing breath of fresh air as opposed to
Dallas
JaVale
Mavericks
McGee.
fancy themselves as championship contenders with this
At the
lineup starting
15th
next
pick,
season.
at the 15th pick, Chris Murray to the Atlanta Hawks.
Boo! I love it. I love it.
This makes sense.
I'm
This
not.
makes
I'm
sense.
not a Chris Murray fan, but from my research, from the beat writers, Atlanta Hawks, if they do keep this pick, which they're trying to trade, they're going to take who they deem the most NBA-ready player at this point, which would be Chris Murray.
Chris Murray gets so much slander for no reason. I don't get it at all.
'Cause
He's
he's
ready
like
to
a-
go.
Because he's
He's
like
ready
He's
a
a good
weird
player.
He's a tiny version of his brother.
He's a lower ceiling version of his brother.
Yeah, he's like Marcus Morris if Marcus Morris had the ceiling of Markieff.
He's like a less strong Marcus Morris.
Yeah.
Like he's not gonna put his back to the basket and bully you.
Yeah, like it's weird. Keegan's the better version of Markieff. Like, while like
Yeah, like the Murrays are if Markieff turned out to actually be better than Marcus, like everybody thought.
and then
That's what-
And then Chris is Marcus Morris if he turned out like Markieff.
Yeah, like that's just if like
Is it kind of funny how
everybody
that
thought-
works?
Everybody thought Markieff was gonna be better.
Yeah, because he was bigger.
Yeah, he was bigger, and he had so they're like he's got a higher ceiling because he was like an inch taller and 20 pounds heavier. But Marcus was just way better.
Yeah. Right here, Utah Jazz. I go highest floor, highest ceiling potential
Nick
wise.
Smith,
Yep.
is he still on the board?
Yep. Nick Smith's still on the board.
Nick Smith to the Jazz.
Nick Smith and Keontae George. Don't be surprised in this draft if they do fall. They will fall.
Nick Smith to the Jazz makes the most
So
sense.
I've been
It
seeing
makes too much
reports that
sense.
the Lakers will take Derek Lively at 17.
Wow.
Now he would
I
actually help
like
the team.
that.
He would actually help the team a
So
lot.
Jovan,
Which guy did you have them taking, Jackson?
I was going Bryce Sensabaugh.
I was going
Oh.
in my head. I thought
Everything I see is Breeze goes 20 to the Rockets.
Brees has fallen actually in most recent mocks to the end
Really? Okay, because everything I saw from the last
because of the
weeks,
defense,
like,
because of the lack of.
That's why I saw him in the second round.
because everything was like he's gonna go 20 to Houston.
So guys,
for the
right
last
here,
like few weeks.
Jovan Buha, the athletics beat writer for the Lakers, who's very well like has good sources, says Lakers need a big man. Lively gives them a guy who could potentially be close to the shot blocker that Walker Kessler was. He's a rim runner and a lob threat.
Arguably better than Walker Kessler.
I like that a
blocking
lot.
shots.
Yeah, and the thing is do you take Derek Lively? And Derek Lively's been invited to Green Room, so he's expected to be a top 25 pick. Or do you go for Jet Howard? Because you need to.
No, Derek Lively.
We're going Derek Lively here because my
Yeah, we're
argument
going
for
Derek
Jet Howard,
Lively.
they need 3-point shooting, 6'8". Do you have
Yeah,
to
but they
believe?
can address the 3-point shooting thing is easily fixable in the offseason and free agency and later in this draft. To get like they don't have ever since they lost Dwight, they don't have a rim running big.
Understandable.
So someone to block shots when Anthony Davis is hurt or not in the game.
Okay.
That's my thinking anyway behind this pick.
No, I get you. I mean, it's a reasonable thought process if we had to say, and that's why I want to know if it's even because I know that it's kind of the situation with Derek Lively is Derek Lively going to be able to develop offensively?
No, I think he's just like a taller Clint Capella.
So for me, 18 Jet Howard to the Heat.
That makes sense.
They need 3-point shooting. He can play shooting guard or small forward for them, and Max Strus might leave.
That makes sense.
This just makes so much sense for me. And guess what's the connection? Juwan Howard, former Miami Heat player. Got his first.
Just makes it's shooting. They need shooting. They're gonna need to replace one of the undraftables that leaves.
So my
they're not all
thought
gonna
process here, do you go here, Keontae George, if you're the Warriors, or Jordan Hawkins?
Both of those guys are still available at 19.
Yeah.
Who do we have? Who's taken that like was kind of lower on the boards that like rose up? Like, who do we still have?
All right, so Victor Wembanyama went 1, Scoot went 2, Brandon went 3.
Jalen.
Ahmed and Asar
Yeah,
went 4,
Jalen.
5.
I forgot he went at 10, bro.
Yeah, we had Jalen go at 10, which a lot of people say Jalen Hood-Schifino is a lottery pick now. Bilal Coulibaly went in the lottery as well, and so did Kobe Buffkin.
Okay, that makes sense. Kobe Buffkin is a lottery pick.
Coulibaly's going to be a lottery pick. I just have him at the end of the lottery because his half-court offense is horrendous.
Yeah, but that's like you expect that out of 18-year-olds who played limited minutes at the start of the season in France. Like he started earning more minutes as the season went on, but
So do we go
All right.
here? This is the big question.
we have Jordan Hawkins, Keontae George, and who else? Noah Clowney's still on the board, right?
Yeah,
MVP.
I think Hawkins. They need 3-point shooting.
I'd say Hawkins or Clowney, but probably Hawkins.
Clowney.
Clowney's like Kevon Looney.
Defensive big, shooting potential. Draymond's leaving.
Yeah.
But yeah, Jordan Hawkins, I'd agree with that.
Rockets right here. I think they either go Noah Clowney or Keontae George.
So Noah Clowney, I worry. So with both of those guys, I worry about fit, but I worry about fit with Keontae George next to Houston's guards more than I worry about Noah Clowney fitting next to Şengün and Jabari Smith. So,
B-Pod.
Leonard Miller.
Reese makes sense. Sensabaugh makes sense here, but
B-Pod.
Pod, no.
Their Rockets are going to take him at 20.
No, they're
They're gonna
not.
take him at 20.
Leonard
we
Miller?
won't take the pick at 20.
Leonard
No,
Leonard
we're not
Miller?
taking Pod at 20.
Leonard
Taking
Miller.
Pod at 20.
Leonard Miller.
Leonard Miller, because it's a project. Highest upside. They don't need none of the guys they pick here are going to really dethrone any of their young core unless for some reason they've already traded Jabari Smith by this point.
I think right
Jeez.
here we see them go.
Who Nets?
Yeah, I think
So he's
Keontae
still
George
available.
being on the board.
OMP.
Keontae George because he's the best player available.
Yeah, that makes sense. Keontae George is surprisingly that he's available at 21, but I don't think that'll happen in the draft. But who's next?
They're building around
The
Mikal
Nets.
We
Bridges.
still have like Colby Jones, Maxwell Lewis.
Do you think they go
Spencer
Derek
Ball.
Whitehead?
Oh yeah, Derek Whitehead's still available.
I'd go Derek right here if I were them.
Yeah. Yeah, go Derek.
Blazers. I think they take right here Pod.
Yeah. Yeah.
They're gonna flip that pick and Nazir Little.
Kind of wild to see Pod's
For Bam
draft
Adebayo.
progression. Pod going from a late second round to undrafted guy, and now he's going to be a first round pick. That's kind of wild.
I think
He's
right here
shot up.
Maxwell Lewis to the Kings.
Yeah. It's only a matter of time before Maxwell Lewis goes off the board now. I would have had him going to the Nets, but
Grizzlies. Either Colby Jones, Rain Rupert, or Brees.
I'm going to say Ray and Rupert here.
I've never heard Brees.
I've only heard Brees.
I've never
Everyone,
heard that
everyone
ever in
that
my
Luke
life.
has told Brees has been shocked.
I'm just saying I've heard it from ESPN announcers all
Okay.
season. So.
You know who else? You know what an NBA announcer said yesterday? He said Jonathan Kuminga was 7'2" based on a. Did you see Kendrick Perkins say?
at 7'2".
No, somebody made a joke about
Plowing to the Pacers.
coming taller, and some Warriors like meme account shit poster said something, and Andre Iguodala said, "I just saw him. He's 7'2", and Kendrick, like as a joke, and Kendrick Perkins on ESPN said, "My sources are telling me Kuminga's 7'2".
Oh my god. Oh my
I have
god.
Omax going to the Hornets at 27.
Who else is available besides Omax at this
Colby
spot?
Jones, James Nanji, Jaime Jaquez.
I would say Colby Jones over Omax here, but
Well, I think Omax because PJ Washington could leave.
yeah,
Then the
he's
Jazz.
the PJ Washington replacement.
Jazz right here take Brees.
Colby
I don't-
Jones has got to be available.
Colby Jones.
Bryce.
Look at where Colby Jones is about to go. Brees goes to the Jazz because they took Nick Smith and Jarris Walker.
Yes,
And
that's
then
fine.
what?
It's Colby Jones.
Colby Jones to the Pacers.
Yeah.
I
Who
want
else?
What are you saying, Jackson?
I want him called Bryce. I want him called Bryce.
Okay, and with the
Oh,
last
Bryce,
pick,
I don't give a shit.
last pick in the first round, Clippers will take James Nanji.
Yeah, Clippers take Nanji. I'll give you that one. That seems like a logical pick.
First pick in the second round will be the Detroit Pistons taking Imani Bates. They only have one first round pick, so I'm having
They need it.
second round
They
pick.
need to sell tickets. They need to sell tickets.
And Imani Bates does fit their need.
And he's a hometown kid.
Hometown kid just makes sense, and it's a second
He's
round.
more of a hometown hero.
It's a second round pick because, and it's like it's worth it. You know what I mean? It's worth it, and they really want to get another second round
I
pick.
like
They
it.
can buy it. So Imani Bates first pick. Like I'm saying, there's better players available, but it just makes sense in their situation for them to go out and get Imani. Pacers right here. They have another pick. They've taken Colby Jones, Noah Clowney, and Taylor Hendricks. All right. I think they take right here either Gigi Jackson, Jaime Jaquez, or Ben Shepherd.
Ben Shepherd, bro. They need a guard. They
Ben
haven't taken
Shepherd
any
could be a
guards yet.
surprise first, allegedly.
Ben Shepherd. They need guards. They haven't drafted any guards in this draft. They already picked 2 wings and a big.
Marcus Sasser to the Spurs.
Yes, that's the Spursy pick.
That's a very
Andre
Spurs.
Jackson is going to go to the Celtics.
Yes. Right here, it's the Hornets. I think the Hornets go right here. We had them taking Omax and Scoot Henderson. I think they take Jaime Jaquez or Gigi Jackson.
Probably GG.
Jaime Jaquez is probably going
Hami could go in the
Agreed.
first. I've seen Hami projected to go to the Warriors because the Warriors won't win now, guys. Now, Celtics have to make a decision. Hami Hawkins or Andre Jackson?
I'd say they go Andre Jackson. Blue guy. Grant Williams replacement.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking.
You got Grant gone.
Yeah.
Even though Grant's supposedly going to resign.
Yeah, but
Hami Hawkins, then here to the Orlando.
Back, so. Yeah. Even if Grant comes back, he's going to have less minutes. He's being phased out of the team right now.
Nuggets take Jalen Wilson.
Yeah. Last time I took a KU guy, it worked out for him.
Kings right here. We had them taking Maxwell Lewis. Do they take Tracy Jackson Davis or Tristan Vukovic?
Probably Jackson Davis, man.
You don't think because they have...
Unless they want to go high upside with Vuk.
Well, they do. All the other bigs they have on the roster are non-3-point shooting bigs.
So maybe they go Vuk.
That's what I'm thinking. And Mike Brown loves foreign players.
Yeah, that's true. Mike Brown loves some international guys.
So I think right there it's a second-round pick, you know? I think right here we had him take Gigi Jackson and Omax. I think Julian Phillips to the Hornets.
Yeah. Defensive wing.
That's what I'm saying. Throw him in the G League.
First wing. Jumps out the gym.
Throw him out in the G League. Maybe. Nuggets are back on the clock. They take Taquavian Smith.
Yeah. Bones replacement.
I'm trying to find him. Did I just not find Taquavian Smith?
Maybe look at point guards.
Who's going to break out into a role player next year?
Did Taquavian Smith drop out of the draft?
Peyton Watson.
No, he didn't, bro. He's still in the draft. He doesn't have any more eligibility.
Oh, there he is. I couldn't find him. Taquavian Smith to the Nuggets right here.
Peyton Watson. Do you think he's gonna get more minutes, Jackson?
Yeah, I think so.
We're gonna see 15 a night next year for Peyton.
That'd be a lot.
All right,
he's
now
ready for it. Apparently in practice he's that dude.
Okay, so Hornets are back on the clock. I say they take CD Sissoko because he's teammates with Scoot Henderson.
Yeah,
they're gonna probably trade one of their picks.
Yeah, maybe two. They might package two of these picks because there's no way that all these guys are gonna be on the team next year because they have 5 picks right now or 6 picks.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's too many picks.
Wizards are on the clock. They take Kobe Brown or Keontae Johnson.
I'm gonna go ahead and say Kobe Brown.
Potential Kuzma replacement.
Whether teams want to admit it or not, they're scared of Keontae Johnson's medical history.
Yeah.
Even though he's been fully cleared to play.
Keontae Johnson, I think right here goes to the Portland Trailblazers, though.
Who else is available?
Tracy Jackson Davis, Jordan Walsh. Amari Bailey's the only other one I could think of because he kind of reminds me.
And I think they go Amari Bailey.
Yeah, he reminds me of Gary Trent and Will Barton. 2 former
but
Blazers.
He's like a point. He's a better facilitator.
I know. No. Not that they play at all. Blazers drafted Will Barton and Gary Trent in the second round.
Yeah.
And they became really good players for them.
Yeah.
They've done that before. Now, back on the clock, Spurs took Victor Wembanyama and Sasser. I think right here, maybe like a Seth Lundy, unless there's another foreign guy, but I think Seth Lundy.
Seth Lundy for NBA body and defense and shooting. Just a 3-and-D productive guy. He could be good in the second round. That's basically what you go for at this point now. Like
Memphis, they take Keontae right here or Julian Strawther.
I'm gonna go ahead and
Strawther.
Yeah, Julian Strawther. Stock up on some guards for the jaw suspension.
He's kind of a swing man. Hawks are back on the clock. I think they take Tracy Jackson Davis.
They take Tracy Jackson Davis. NBA ready.
I don't like him as a prospect at all.
Me neither, because he's an undersized 5-man who can't shoot.
Yeah. Okay.
That's like those guys never really work out.
Lakers back on the clock. Keontae Johnson or Hunter Tyson.
Hunter Tyson shooting.
They did take the Derek Lively pick last.
Yeah, Hunter Tyson for shooting.
Clippers, I think they would take either Keontae Johnson or Chris Livingston here or Adama Sanogo. Well, they took already a big, so.
They already took a big, so I think they go.
Isaiah Wong, Amari Moore.
I'm gonna say it's between Chris Livingston or Keontae Johnson. It just depends on if they want a pro-ready guy now. I saw a report yesterday, or was it this morning, that said they were talking about breaking up the PG Kawhi duo.
Yeah, we talked about that earlier. I say Keontae.
I say Keontae because that, just in case that happens. Wing minutes.
Okay, the Cavs are on the clock. I think they take Jordan Walsh.
Yes. Utility knife guy.
Who, if he figures out the 3-point shot, he's gonna.
If he figures out the 3-point shot, he could be a productive starter in the NBA.
On the clock, Jalen Clark.
Yeah. Jalen Clark would be picked in the 30s if he wasn't hurt. He'd be an early second if he wasn't
Nets
hurt.
are back on the clock. Ricky Council, or Jordan Miller, Chris Livingston, Sonogo. Sweebe.
Who do we have them take so far?
Keontae George and Derek Whitehead.
Sonogo.
I was hoping Sonogo would fall to the Timberwolves.
So, yeah, of course you were. But they're trying to be logical here.
Suns take Jordan Miller.
Yeah.
That's a fact.
That makes sense. Bench scoring. Bench production. They don't even have a bench right now.
Timberwolves, Isaiah Wong, Mojave King.
I know you were hoping for Adama Sanogo here, but
Sweebe, Livingston.
Dude, I don't think Sheboy's gonna get drafted.
Nor do I. Pickett, Wong.
And that sucks because I really like him, but I don't think he's gonna get
Tosan?
drafted.
It kind of seems like
Tosan?
Tosan, yeah, it kind of seems like something we would take.
Yeah, that is. I mean, what else is there?
I'm taking Tosan. I really feel Taurean Prince could be traded.
You do it, Timberwolves expert. I believe you.
Back up for both Taurean Prince and Jalen McDaniels. Or Jaden McDaniels.
That is what they would do.
Kings are back on the clock. I feel like Ricky Council's kind of where they would go right now after drafting Max Lewis and Tristan Vukovic.
I don't like Ricky Council.
I don't like him either, but like I'm seeing that he's going to get drafted.
And he's probably going to go here.
Terrence Davis could leave. Terrence Davis. I don't like Arkansas, like inefficient guards, but
I mean, it depends on the guard. Like Nick Smith and Anthony Black, I really like.
Pacers are back on the clock. I haven't taken Mike Miles at this point.
Mike Miles?
Yeah, just take.
Who else?
Chris Livingston, Omari Moore, Jalen Pickett, Isaiah Wong, Mojave King, Drew Timme, Sir Jabari Rice, Jay-Z Gortman.
There's just not that many good options. Yeah. You said Mike Miles and who else?
Isaiah Wong, Jalen Pickett, Adam Flagler.
Yeah, I'd say if they're really trying to go guard here, it's between Wong, Pickett, and Miles. I don't think Pickett gets drafted though.
Yeah, I think Wong showed his quickness and his athleticism.
Yeah, I like Jalen Pickett.
I like Isaiah Wong. Even though Isaiah Wong.
I don't think Jalen Pickett gets drafted. Wong goes here. That's fine.
Grizzlies back on the clock. Maybe they were the ones who gave the promise to Chris Livingston.
What about Chris Livingston?
Chris Livingston canceled all his workouts.
Oh, so somebody's going to probably sign him as an undrafted free agent, not pick him in the late second round, so I don't think he gets drafted.
He worked out for the Pacers, and he worked out with...
Nobody picking left, right?
Yeah, let me see.
Yeah, he's going to be undrafted, dude.
Yeah, probably someone gave him...
He canceled all his workouts because I think somebody probably gave him a promise that they were going to sign him to a two-way deal as like an undrafted free agent. So, like Miami or something. I don't know.
Yeah, no one said what teams he had worked out with besides that.
Yeah, so I don't think he's going to get drafted.
Amari Moore.
Who else?
Jalen Pickett, Mojave King. Jay-Z Gortman.
Anyone else?
I like Jay-Z Gortman.
I don't know if he's going to get drafted.
I'm doing Jay-Z Gortman, Dennis Schroeder 2.0.
All right, man. I don't think he's going to get drafted.
Did Taylor Funk transfer to Utah State?
No, I believe he started there.
Ignore these two picks.
Yeah, these are the fucking random forfeited ones.
I don't think Serge Jabari is going to get drafted.
Actually, wait a second, dude. I'm pretty sure Taylor Funk was at St. Joe's before.
That's what I thought I was.
Yeah, okay.
I knew he was a transfer. All right,
yeah, he was a
59.
He played 5 years at St. Joe's.
59th pick of the draft is the Wizards, and they'll take Mojave King.
I guess.
He has the highest potential left.
Yeah, and they're just like, there's not really these are the picks where the guys don't really matter at this point. Now.
Okay,
Like
now we got the Bucks, and the Bucks.
the last pick of the draft.
And the Bucks typically try to actually get somebody the last few years, like, and they play them. I mean, Drew Timme.
Yeah, so
Drew Timme kind of.
no, he's not getting drafted. Who can actually play right now?
Amari Moore, Schwebe. Schwebe could be drafted here. They need to back up big.
This would be where Sheboy goes.
Let's go Schwebe.
Yeah. This would be where he goes, I think.
Yeah, because they only have, I think, Miles Leonard's expiring, and then Bobby Portis is their starting power forward backup center.
Yeah, they don't really, besides like Brooke Lopez, they don't really have much big guy depth.
All right, the first round, Victor Wembanyama, Scoot Henderson, Brandon Miller, Amen Thompson, Asar Thompson, Cam Whitmore, Taylor Hendricks, Anthony Black, Jarris Walker, Jalen Hood Schifino, Grady Dick, Kobe Buffkin, Kassan Wallace, Bilal Coulibaly, Chris Murray, Nick Smith Jr., Derek Lively, Jet Howard, Jordan Hawkins, Leonard Miller, Keontae George, Derek Whitehead, Brandon Podazimski, Maxwell Lewis, Rayan Rupert, Noah Clowney, Olivier, Maximus Prosper, Brees Sensabaugh, Colby Jones, James Nanji. And now we go to the second, which is Imani Bates, Ben Shepard, Marcus Sasser, Gigi Jackson, Andre Jackson Jr., Jaime Jaquez Jr., Jalen Wilson, Tristan Vukovic, Julian Phillips, Taquavian Smith, CD Sissoko, Kobe Brown, Amari Bailey, Seth Lundy, Julian Strother, Tracy Jackson Davis, Hunter Tyson, Keontae Johnson, Jordan Walsh, Jalen Clark, Adame Sonogo, Jordan Miller, Tosan, can't even say his last name, Ricky Council IV, Isaiah Wong, Jason Gortman, Mojave King, and Oscar Schwebe is how we wrapped up our mock draft before the draft. Maybe we'll do another tomorrow, maybe not, unless something crazy happens in the next 24 hours.
Unless we